EGM Network.
Welcome to Classic Car Radio. I'm Keith McDonald, and I'm here with Mike Carano, Steve Charbonneau, and Todd Byron. Welcome back, guys.
Hey.
We are on the cusp of the big AACA show.
The cusp.
On the cusp at the Riverside Park, whatever.
Yeah,
Riverside Park. And that's on Saturday. It starts at, 11 o'clock it starts, but it actually can show up if you have a car by 8 o'clock.
It's 10 to 4.
10 to 4, okay.
10 to 4, and you could register by 8 o'clock. You could start registering at 8 a.m.
Right.
So
Okay.
get in line at 7.
Right.
Yeah, I was
Right,
gonna say,
yeah.
does anybody even get there at 10? Because I've pulled in the parking lot at 7:15.
full.
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sit
Oh,
in the
yeah.
line. Hope your AC and your fan works.
I usually get there around 9. But I pre-register, so I don't have to wait on that line that they got
Right,
there.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's so much easier.
You know, we joke about the guys that always show up way too early. We like Bill Dennison, he's always early. But the fact of the matter is, with this show, the guys that are running the show are the same mentality. They're also early.
Right.
They can get you checked in. But I'm not advocating anyone get there before 8, of course. But it'll happen. It can happen.
Well, they have so many
You can get in.
They get a lot of volunteers, which
right.
is good.
Exactly. They're not going to turn you away.
The Indian River AACA is just an unbelievable group of people, and they always have plenty of volunteers. They donate to a lot of different organizations. They do a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
46th annual Antique Auto Show. I mean, it's 46 years they're doing it.
Right. And
It's a
this
long
is, yeah. And
That
what
thing's
Bill
Almost
say?
as old as you are, bro.
I got
Yeah.
it by 2 years.
Yeah.
So also, you can get into the car corral that day too. $40 if you're looking to sell your car. They'll put you into the car corral.
Right.
$25 to get in now. It's too late for pre-reg, so you have to pay day of show. That's $25. And
Yeah, there's 18 judging classes,
wow,
1900 to 32, 33 to 42, and so on. I mean,
Yeah.
the biggest class is usually class 5, which is 1965 through 70.
yep, that's my class. That's the one I'm judging.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Thank God I'll be working.
Yep,
You're not going?
No.
You're working?
I have to.
Gotta work. What about you? Are
It's
you
right down
going
the
at all?
street,
You
for
bringing
God's
the
sakes.
I'm not
Take 10
gonna
minutes.
put anything in there, but I'm gonna go. I'm
gonna
gonna
go?
go and make,
I'm buried.
walk around for a little bit.
Nice.
If
I
I,
got a
can
lot
get a
going
chance, I
on.
will.
Packing.
Go ahead, Steve. What?
If I can get a chance, I will. But
Go there.
also, too, when we say 25 entry, that's $25 entry for the cars.
Yeah.
Any spectators, anything like that, everything is free. There's
Right.
food vendors.
Yeah,
Come out and have fun. It's one of the biggest,
Yeah.
nicest car shows. It's well
Yeah.
worth it.
yeah. And there's a
Oh, yeah.
craft show across the street in the museum parking lot. We'll call it.
Right. There might even be a swap meet. Maybe.
I thought he said that was next year.
It's definitely next year. They're going to
Yeah.
see if they could get it
They're
in.
gonna do the craft thing, right?
Craft thing
This year,
in the
crafts,
big lot. Yeah.
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 And
Well, that's great. Really.
Yeah. And if you're bringing a car, please bring a fire extinguisher. You
Right.
need
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It's
gotta have it.
mandatory for all judge cars. If you don't have a fire extinguisher, you're not going to be judged.
Yeah.
Right.
Bring some canned goods too.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Forgot
Yeah,
about
there'll be boxes as you enter, boxes where you can put in non-perishables.
Yeah, it's going to be Drive Out Hunger, United Against Poverty to Drive Out Hunger. Please bring a non-perishable food item to the show on March 15th. And
They had a lot last year.
that's all by the Up store right over here off US 1.
Okay.
Which is pretty good. I mean, if you really need food, it's a good place to go. You can go in there. They'll give you free bread. They'll give you free water, free cake. A lot of stuff in there is free. A lot of the stuff in there is cheap. If you know, yeah, there'll be like little cakes in there. There's all sorts of stuff in there.
Well, when they
Vegetable-
expire,
Someone's
Where's
been in
this
there.
at?
Right off.
When they
right by
expire,
Steve's shop. Right
or
on
they're
the other
about to
side.
expire.
Across the.
Across the street,
yeah,
by the railroad
okay.
tracks.
All right.
across from Steve's.
Yeah, across from Steve's
Oh,
shop.
Is this down from Steve's across on the other side?
On the other
It's a
side.
football
Okay.
throwaway.
So, but yeah, they do a lot of good for the community. It's a good thing.
We got to go for cake then when we leave here, I guess.
Yeah, you could
I want
stop in and get
cake.
a little piece of cake.
See, between the four of us, we covered everything. You got
That's
the canned
right.
foods. I got the free for the people
Free
to
for
get in.
spectators.
You
Yep.
covered everything else. Mike
Yep.
is going over
Mike's
the
doing
benefits.
that. Yep.
And it's rain or shine. There we go.
And you know what? If the sun's shining, it's really hot.
Is it
you got
really
the oak
shining?
trees you can
Rain
be
or
under.
shine?
Rain or shine every
So,
year.
and also, Bill Maul said last year there was 6,000 to 7,000 spectators.
Oh, really?
Somewhere between 6 and 7,000.
Yeah, I
It's a
believe it.
big event. It's a big thing in Indian River County. It really is.
When
So
you think about
300 plus
man.
cars. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's one of the nicest car shows. That and the one in River Ranch. I think it's one of my two favorite ones to go
Right.
to.
Yeah, because the grounds are just unbelievable
Yeah.
Yeah.
over there at the park.
Yeah.
And you got the water right there. It's,
You know,
it's-
just like
yes.
underneath the trees and everything, you know, the environment goes along with it because, you know, you're in the shade and everybody's there. You get to talk, hang out,
Right.
you get to see people that you never get to see because I never get to leave my little work area.
The little
so,
domain there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should take a lunch break at one of the food trucks and then you just take
That's
a
what I'm
quick walk
thinking.
around. Just
I
at
should.
least stop in, dude. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta-
maybe I'll
I gotta
swing
get
by, pick you up. We'll run over there.
there you go.
there you go.
And you got a big shout out to James Cole in Napa. He's the official parts store of the Indian River region of the AACA. And of course, myfavouritelawfirm.com is another sponsor of this antique automobile show. So it's pretty good.
So let us not forget about the Riverside Theater, the Live in the Loop too, because they sponsor us.
Yep.
And Live in the Loop on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays all year round begins at 5:30. Admission is free, and I know they have a different band every week. I saw an ad for it today on Facebook. They have a jazz concert on the first Thursday of the month, which already happened. I didn't really make note of who the other bands are, but they have some good bands playing. And what's the date that Billy Diarton told us?
The last
24th, 24th of March.
last Thursday in
Last
March.
Thursday, whatever that is.
Yeah, I believe he said it was the 24th.
Mike's checking right now, but I
Checking.
thought he said that.
Yeah, I thought that was the date. That
So
he
the
said.
AACA, the guys that are putting on Saturday's show, will also have cars there at the Loop on that date, whichever Mike finds for us.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And it'll be the AACA. They switch out the cars a lot, so you get to see a variety of different cars if you go to the Loop often.
I think it's the 27th.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about
March
right. It was
27th.
Yeah, it was the last
Thursday.
Thursday of the month. Yeah.
And the AAC guys bring their cars, and if if there's no room next to the venue, you can park in the parking lot across the street,
and
you can
just
still hear the music.
yeah, and you can line up with the other car guys if other car guys show up. So it's fun and it's cool at night and all that stuff too. So. Now coming up in 5 weeks, we
what?
have Barrett Jackson is arriving in South Florida Fairgrounds at the West Palm Beach, Florida. The 2025 Palm Beach Barrett Jackson auction is on April 24th through the 26th. So that's a Friday. That's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I believe. It's not a
Yeah,
Sunday.
usually it's Thursday,
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday.
And they're only 3 days. They used to be 5, but Mecum has really drained them. It's still a great show. There's usually about 700 cars, good cars.
It's just different,
It's a different, whole different atmosphere. Totally, yeah.
and they don't do. There's no reserve.
No
on most of
reserve
the
on them.
cars, so.
Right.
Yep.
So I always check it out.
I have a
I've been
customer
to-
bringing 2 cars there.
You got somebody bringing 2 cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he bringing?
I'm trying to remember. One of these things is it's a very limited Maserati from like the early 50s or something
Wow.
like that.
Wow.
It's one of the first 2 years or something the car was built. And then things going up no reserve. I was like, oof,
Wow.
that scares me.
Hey, you take a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where Dale sold his Cadillac, his 61.
No, you sold that at
9
Mecum.
No, I remember because he was standing right in front of it with Christy Lee,
Okay.
and I took pictures of them together.
All right.
I'm like, oh, it's Christy Lee from the Velocity Channel.
We taking
So-
bets on this?
Yeah.
No, I have the picture still.
Okay,
So yeah.
I'll put $10 on it.
Well, he's going 10, I'm going 20. Let's get this rolling.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, what else you got going?
Well,
here?
one more thing I wanted to mention that there was a car show this past weekend, and it was good to see your brother Joe out. He looks like he's recovering nicely.
Yeah, what was that, like, I don't know, 50,
30?
30 or 40 cars
I
there?
don't think there was 40.
Yeah, it was, you know what it was? The biggest, it's usually a nice show right there on Roseland Road.
Yeah, I've been to it before.
But their invitation happened to say invite only.
Right, and they messed up
And
with
that kind of scared a lot of people away.
Yeah, I think so too.
They made the mistake of putting
But there
invite
were still
only.
some great cars to see.
Yeah, there was some really
It was
nice
fun. I
cars.
got to see you and your brother, and
Yeah, I posted some pictures on the Classic Car Radio page. And,
yeah,
Muscle Car page. So
right. And
His brother
everybody
driving his car?
and
yeah,
everybody talked to my dog and not me. Max
See
was
why? A good judge of character.
well.
The dog don't talk
He
back.
finally said one thing, and it was just to pick on me. All right. You can go back to sleep now,
Yeah,
Todd.
there we go. There we go. Listen, Todd's very busy. There's a lot of stuff
I know,
going on at the
yeah,
house
a
over
lot
there.
of things in his head too.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
I
got to get rid of these cars.
You're right.
And his customers seem to have a infatuation with green.
He's got to leave his favorite chicken. He's got to leave his favorite chicken behind
Yeah.
when he moves. All that stuff. So,
Giving them all away.
Nice.
Yeah, so
The people that are buying, not staying with the chickens.
No, I guess Julie found somebody's going to
Good.
oh,
Very
good. That's
I
good.
think we're down
That's
to
good.
40, so
Are you really?
won't be too hard to unload.
You selling those eggs, or
Julie does.
does she? Yeah.
And we eat a lot. So.
Yeah. Why not? Right?
Not 40, 140 chickens with it.
40 eggs a day you're eating? Wow, that's pretty good.
Man, I love them.
What else is going on?
That's
there?
good. Anyway, so again, there's another one Saturday too. Mention that one, Mike, before we go to break.
Yeah, besides the 46th annual AACA show right here in Riverside Park.
If you're up in Melbourne,
If you're up in Melbourne, go up to the Dunkin' Donuts at Indy Atlantic March 15th. It's from 8 to 12. It's a huge show. There's probably going to be over 200 cars there.
it's a cars and coffee show, basically.
Right. It's 8 to 12 cars and coffee. Pinky's Pick at 10 o'clock. So I guess they're going to have some what do they call the girls that dress like the 30s and 40s?
Right,
there.
right. Yeah.
So they're going to do that. Birthday announcements, free event for all ages. And if you have any questions, contact Bill Antonez, 321-725-3648. He does this car show every month.
Yeah.
Up in Indiana. It's a great show.
Doug Flutie shows up there a lot in his Batmobile.
Batmobile or
I don't
whatever.
know what
other-
else he's
got
got.
two Batmobiles. He's got an
Does he
original
really?
looking one and then the newer
The
one.
newer one. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so I talked to Flutie once, and it was kind of cool, but everyone wants to talk to Flutie, so I didn't get much time with him. But
Right. Being
Yeah.
from Boston, you should have talked to
yeah,
him.
well, I tried to lay on the accent, but
Didn't
he
work.
wasn't buying it. He must have been in Canada too long playing football up there.
And we got to go on break.
Yeah, we're going to go on break. We're just trying to, we're fine. Yeah, we're going to go on a quick break. We'll be right back with some news for you. And we are Classic Car Radio of Vero Beach.
Experience the magic of Hollywood's golden age. Riverside Theater presents Singin' in the Rain.
Good morning.
Filled with every memorable moment from the classic 50s film and a downpour of unforgettable songs. The greatest movie musical of all time is splashing onto the stage at the beautiful Riverside Theater. Singin' in the Rain is now playing, and you can get your best seats now at the box office or online at riversidetheater.com.
Create your island paradise at Sunshine Furniture during our winter sale event. Save 50% on all Tommy Bahama and Lexington, including the newest collection, Key Biscayne. Living room, dining room, occasional chairs, office, and media furniture with sophisticated design and a mix of coastal and Caribbean style. All Tommy Bahama and Lexington offer everything you need for your Florida living. We have the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture from Four Seasons, Capri, Universal, Riverside, Hooker, Seawinds, Barcalounger, Best, and lots more. At Sunshine Furniture, we're the outdoor furniture experts specializing in patio sets that withstand the Florida elements, and we have a gallery of Berlin Garden and Pollywood. Come in now for the best prices of the year. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach. Don't miss the 50% off winter sale on Tommy Bahama and Lexington going on now. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and visit our outlet store directly across the street.
When the check engine light comes on, turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Time for an oil change? Turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Brake work, alignments, maintenance, and more? Turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Your certified service center specializing in alignments, repairs, oil changes, radiators, brakes, even auto electric repair. Just east of US 1 at 1212 23rd Street, Vero Beach. Turn to the local mechanics you can trust. Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach.
Classic Car Radio.
Going on over
Jesse and I are struggling with the Kleenexes here. Anyway, welcome back. We are Classic Car Radio, Vero Beach, of course, as I mentioned. We have some news for you as we sit upon the cusp of the big show Saturday.
Big show, Saturday.
The big show Saturday night at the Riverside Park. Anyway, let's do some of that news that we promised you. CarMax customer crashes his Subaru into his showroom. Sorry, this is funny because it's really bad. People got hurt. But this is the second time this has happened with a silver Subaru, believe it or not. This is on the drive.com. This guy was not happy with the appraisal offer he got from CarMax. So he went out to his car, started up his Subaru, and he drove it right through the dealership windows and then went right out the other side, out the front door or something like that. And he actually hit some people and hurt them. But the second time in 3 months, the silver Subaru has been wrathfully driven directly into the offices of a car dealership. Just this past December, they wrote about a guy who plowed into the showroom glass of a Utah car dealership, and when they wouldn't let him return his silver Outback that he had bought there. But this weekend, another bizarrely similar incident took place in Southern California. CarMax, once again, a silver Outback, I guess the Outback's from the suck or something, caught on camera crashing into the showroom. Different car, different place, but still weird. The recent calamity took place in the afternoon of March 8th. That was Saturday, right? It took,
Yep.
And
I mean, if he thought he was getting a bad deal then, or after crashing it, he's probably going to get worse.
Jesse's got it up right here.
he snapped. You got the video?
Right there.
Yeah, someone whipped out their camera.
I tell you, not for nothing, he did a nice move inside there.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
did a swerve,
that was-
he
yeah.
spun the car
That was
around.
impressive.
That was
No
impressive.
kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Like, wow.
But yeah. But some people were hurt. Some people, I don't have it on here, but some people
They
got
said
hurt.
8 people were injured.
8 people were injured, 2 critically,
Wow.
it
No
said.
kidding.
Yeah. Where did I have that? After a couple of attempts, he drove right through the front door, got out the front of the front door. They haven't released his name. I tried to check it today before we went on the air, but they still haven't released the guy's name. But
Looks like it's
it would be fun to get his name and post it next week.
name
Show
right
what
there,
an
Chuck Schumer.
idiot.
Yeah, Chuck Schumer.
So it was Schumer after all. Okay,
He's a
good.
Palestinian now, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? Okay.
All right. But
And
anyway,
let me tell you, all this stuff that's going on with the Tesla deal is
it's ridiculous.
All this Green New Deal people that are complaining about gas-powered engines, now all of a sudden they're destroying electric vehicles.
Right, yeah.
It was all a scam. Everything was a scam.
Well, you know, they're just ridiculous. It just depends on which way the wind's blowing with them. You know, I'm so radio we can
Right.
say this stuff.
And now Polestar is coming out. That's the other electric vehicle company. They're coming out. They're taking any trade-in of any Tesla
Oh,
to
really?
buy a new Polestar. Polestar is a nice-looking car. Looks
Yeah.
really nice,
Huh.
but it's not a Tesla.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's
Who
an
knows the
electric
battery
car.
life on those?
what's that side?
Yeah, it's an electric car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it would
Right.
be-
Of course it is.
Yeah.
But
They're
I
so
wonder
much
how the
better for the
batteries-
environment, I'm telling you.
yeah, yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why we're supposed to. That's why we have to.
I mean, the carbon footprint right there, I tell you.
Right.
From the vehicle. So.
Right. That's why we need to make a deal with Ukraine so we can take all their minerals. You know, their precious, whatever it's called,
Oh, it's in the process. Keep
the
it
rare
going.
earth minerals. Yeah, we need those
Crank up
because
the
those cars are so good.
And he's going to double the amount of cars he's going to build next year.
Tesla is.
Tesla, yep.
Is he?
Yep.
He probably will.
That's what he promised, that they're going to double the output
Good.
of electric vehicles.
Well, Trump bought one, and guess what I heard on the radio on the way down here?
What's that?
Sean Hannity bought one,
Oh,
so
yeah?
he can give it away on the air.
There you go.
He's going to give away a Tesla.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Good for Sean Hannity.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
All right, Nissan spent over 2 years developing a new paint color, of all things. This writer said we talk about Nissan color designers, about adding brightness to the grayscale palette that's dominated the modern car. In grayscale cars, a lot of a gray, really nice looking grays, though. They're really, really some nice grays, some nice, I guess they call them grayscale palettes. But what happened with Nissan is they have this, they have their paint specialists work years just to develop this
A new color.
Aurora Blue Metallic for the 2025 Murano. And when they develop a new color, we're thinking about what makes the vehicle connects with the driver. The first generation Murano featured stunning, bright, sunlit copper paint when it debuted in 2003. But for the 2025 model, we wanted something that just as bold, but with a modern edge. Color isn't all about looks. It plays a big role in how a vehicle feels to its driver. So this Aurora Blue Metallic worked on this for 2 years. Imagine Nissan paying engineers or whatever these guys are, designers, for 2
that's the
years to
color
come
right
up with
there?
that color. That's the
Yes,
color.
that's the
Yeah, they
color.
spent 2 years developing this color,
Yeah.
Right.
but they flopped for 30 years coming up with a fix for their white.
Right.
All of them.
Right.
All these car manufacturers. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been painting cars for 42 years. And, bro, let me tell you, all white paint jobs are not compatible with the E-coat. They just peel right off.
Really?
So why don't you fix that problem before you
No
come up
kidding.
with some other crap?
Instead of paying them for 2 years, a premium.
Yeah.
I'm
This is
sure you're
distinctive
seeing it.
presence.
They're still
We-
going on. So
Every
it's
white
still
car.
a problem.
My truck's doing it. I've seen Nissans, Hondas, Lexus, Fords.
Every manufacturer.
Chevy?
Hey, that's
Every
probably right there.
manufacturer.
That's probably why Nissan went belly up and Honda had to bail them out this year. 'cause
Right.
They
That's
spent
what
their
they
money.
said. They're
2
spending the money on
years.
stupid things.
Yeah.
And they ain't going to cover them. They're not going to cover that paint problem under warranty.
No.
Yeah, there's
Right.
always a reason why they don't cover it.
Well, it's like
I've seen Hyundai cover some of them.
yeah, I mean, look at Kia. A lot of the Kia cars, the paint just
It's the
peels
same
right off.
thing.
Same stuff.
All
Really?
the whites, their base color is not compatible with the E-coat. It's like they put the E-coat on and let it sit way too long before they start putting color on,
Right.
and the color peels right off from the E-coat. That's why you see
Yep.
that green E-coat.
And they don't.
Wow.
And they don't warranty anything. They don't.
No,
You know, it's terrible.
yeah,
Hyundai does. Hyundai's got the lawsuit going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hyundai. It doesn't matter if it's a pearl white or regular white.
yeah.
What about your newer Chevy pickups? Are they okay?
Still doing it.
I mean,
They all do it.
are they doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I don't think you see as many of the
the clear coat
you know-
comes off a couple of years in the Florida sun, right? It
No.
doesn't do well down
The-
here.
the- like,
more of
the base coat comes
the
right
jack
off. Right.
cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, my truck right now, you can see there's a piece starting to peel right by the third brake light.
Oh no!
And it's white.
Wow.
It goes right down to the gray.
Imagine in Arizona or something, or New Mexico, it must be worse.
Yeah. Well, at least they
2
win.
years to develop that color. We
Yeah.
could develop that color in
Right.
a couple hours.
Right?
Yeah, you could.
And
Come
you,
see me. I'll save you some money.
and you see the guys like from King Diggett. They do their own color. They make a color and boom, out
Yeah.
the door
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah, you can make that color. You come up with a color that's close to it, and then you get in there and you start being a mad scientist with some tints. Man, you can come up with anything.
Yeah.
you
I'm
know?
not a big fan of the grays. You were talking about the grays.
Yeah.
They all look like Battleship Gray to me.
They do. But you know what it is? It's just that the paint is so smooth.
Yeah.
Now, back in the old days, we always got the orange peel, basically, in
Are
the
you
new
kidding
cars.
me? You ought to see some of these new paint jobs, bro.
They're
Well, I am
terrible.
seeing some.
All
of
these
them.
European,
A
any of
Ford
the
Black. Oh my God.
Ford Chrysler. I seen a doctor friend of mine's got a brand new Dodge truck. That's the worst paint job I have ever seen.
What color is that one?
It's blue. It's about
Really?
that color right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my buddy bought a brand new Corvette, brought it back to the dealership, and said, "There's orange peel all over this car. Can you take it off?" He goes, "I can't do anything with it."
Wow.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even touch the car.
Wow.
Heck, that truck, it didn't look like orange peel. It looked like grapefruit peel.
Yeah,
It
Wow.
was horrible.
it's,
Wow.
it's just hard.
I could match that with no problem.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, think of a color, man. Just put it on there.
You could have
It's
put it on a little wetter.
easy. Yeah, right.
I was messing around one day. You know, you always have a little extra paint left over here and there. So I always throw it in a container. And then I'll go down like once a month or so. And I'll just stir it up and I'll mess around with Jada, who was ever at the shop. Like, hey, who wants to learn how to paint? Just grab an old crushed
There
up
you go,
fender
yeah.
and scuff it down and teach them how. And this thing came up with this crazy lavender color.
Right.
I was like, that's pretty sweet. Check it out. And I was
Yeah.
like,
But do you remember how you did it though? That's
No,
the
it's just-
biggest thing.
no, it's
Yeah.
all used paint from like leftovers, but you can get a camera shot of it
Right.
once you're done.
We got to go on a quick break. We'll be back in a few minutes.
And
Don't
we
go
gotta-
away.
and
We're
we gotta-
Classic Car Radio.
And we got a Pontiac story. Oh,
Coming
boy.
up just for you guys.
Pontiac.
Skip it.
Yay.